starting. Okay, and now we're live. What is up, guys? Welcome back to, hopefully you're a returning listener. Welcome back to the Dave and the Gang podcast. First things first, we are not joined by Thosa today. I believe he's probably eating a burrito or going to bed or sandblasting fruit. So, one of those he's probably doing right now.
Or punching holes on the wall.
Yeah, that we don't talk about that one though. Punching a Jeep tire.
Yep.
So, whatever the case may be, not here today. But we are joined by Parth and Seams. First things first, as always, follow us on Twitter at DaveNTheGang. You'll see little updates and whatnot, and I'll post links to new episodes coming out, so be sure to follow that and turn on notifications. Sub to our YouTube channel if you're not catching this live and you would like to see the video still, because I am going to be playing a game in the background. This week's game is going to be Battle Rate. This podcast is also available on DaveNTheGang.podbean.com. That's where our podcast is hosted, so shout out to Podbean. It'll also be available on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/DaveNTheGang. Also, we just got accepted onto iTunes, so search Dave and the Gang on iTunes, and if you have an iPhone or whatever the case, you can get us through the iTunes store.
Yeet.
Almost done with the intro. As always, we do have a website, DaveNTheGang.com. There's still not much you can do on the website. I still need to work on it, but basically, we're gonna have different sections on there, and different fucking links and whatnot. That sort of bullshit.
Internet's an amazing place.
And the last thing is that we are not sponsored, I guess, but fucking, sort of sponsored by SkinHub. It's a CSGO case opening site, basically rebuild your own case. If you use our referral code DaveNTheGang, you get a free 50 cents. And then also, if you click through our panel on Twitch, you can open a crate that we made, and we get a little kickback of the money you got for free. So, if you like supporting the channel, go ahead. You can do that. That's through our Twitch. I'll probably put a link to that on our website as well. But for the meantime,
or if you don't care.
If you don't give a shit, you just want us to stop. Go ahead. So that's it for the intro.
I mean, that's what I did with my what?
So I'm gonna go ahead and start playing some Battle Rate, and if you guys have anything specific you want to start talking about, what's up, guys?
Not much. Have anything?
Nope. Got nothing?
Nothing.
Alright. Well, I'll just jump into some topics, I guess. I don't have any straight up topics this week, but I do have some articles I saved from PCGamer.com. So shout out to them because they are providing you with the news for this week. Oh wait, am I? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, we're live. Okay, my stream shut down, so I thought we lost frames or whatever. Okay, so I will show this on stream. Let me capture my screen. How do I do this? Screen capture.
Screen captures a bunch of porn on accident. GG.
Yeah, so what? Don't look at that part, but here's my Evernote. I know this is something Parth was talking about, is that there's a bunch of cheaters in Fortnite. Well, Epic, the creator of Fortnite, and Sledgehammer Games, I guess. Sledgehammer is for World War II Call of Duty, but Epic confirmed that thousands of Fortnite Battle Royale cheaters have been banned. In a recent message about unfair play in Fortnite Battle Royale, Epic said that tackling them is its highest priority. We play PvP games like Fortnite Battle Royale for their competitive integrity, that feeling about shooting somebody in an intense standoff and snagging that victory royale, and then there are cheaters. The 360 spin instant headshot we all know so well. We're currently working against both the cheaters themselves and the cheat providers, and it's ongoing. We're exploring every measure to ensure these cheaters are removed and stay removed from Fortnite Battle Royale and the Epic ecosystem. We don't want to give too many clues about what we're doing, but we're rolling out tools and will continue to do so. Thousands have been banned, and we have no plans to stop.
What? Question is, how are they banning them?
I feel like they're just gonna hardware ban, maybe.
Yeah, that's part of
But
what
I
they
don't know.
weren't saying.
I don't know if that's what they're doing now, though. Because if they're not doing that now, then what's to stop them from just making a new account since it's free to play?
I'm assuming that's what they are doing.
Yeah, is hardware banning. But I was looking around on unknown cheats just because I scrounge around on cheating places. Just don't worry about it. It sounds fishy, but I was actually looking on the Fortnite topic, and people already have a way around because they actually are hardware banning people. I do know that for a fact because it's on unknown cheats that they've stated they hardware ban people, and people have already found a way. You just go into like your system and you change a file, and it gives you a different Epic Game ID, and you can go back to cheating again. So with cheaters, people always find a way around it. They do hardware ban, but you can get away or get around it by just like doing a simple command and bam, you're unbanned. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. Well,
I
we'll
think
see
it's
how
good
it
for
plays
me.
out.
I've been banned 7 times already.
Yeah, he's a chronic fucking cheater.
And better.
I'm glad they did that little stunt, or, not stunt, but release that. I think,
Yeah.
at least addressing it is part of it, part of the
I
battle.
actually haven't ran into a cheater since I started because I was playing like late last night because I usually play later at night, and usually at night is when like the cheaters come out. They'll teleport behind you and just like pull down your pants and give it to you, and I'm just like, nah, I don't want to play that. And I haven't ran into a cheater since. And it's been pretty good. The game's fun, and it's slowly becoming like my go-to battle royale game. Like pubs isn't
Yeah.
that fun, and H1 kind of isn't. It gives me what H1 used to give me. You know what I'm saying? That
Good.
intense high gameplay without the bullshit.
It's, I definitely like it the most out of the three.
Yeah.
At least for my personal taste, I just like the play style of it. I like that it'd be cool to fucking drive a motorcycle off a cliff and stuff, but I don't, I don't mind that there's no vehicles. It doesn't bother me.
Well, and the map's just the right amount or right size too, to where I don't think there really needs to be vehicles.
Yeah, it's not like pubs map where it's like a fucking 20 billion acres and you have to run from one side to the other when you get a bad gas spawn. So
Yeah, I got you. The only thing I don't really like is, well, one thing I hope they add is the free moving camera.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If you're not, for some reason, not familiar with it, you can, in like pubs or each one, you can hold Alt and move your mouse around and look around your character without physically changing your direction of your character. So it kind of lets you peek around while you're just kind of blindly running.
Yeah, it gives you.
That I really hope they add, and I kind of expect them to add, but for the time being, I think it's an alright game. And my only other little gripe about it is, I think it's kind of inventive having the little, not inventive, but cool, I guess, having different tiered weapons, because like the feeling when you find like the legendary weapon, it's like it's pretty cool, but it kind of takes like if there was a really high skilled person and a shit weapon tier, but then like a shitty player has the legendary weapon that does more damage. That kind of changes the way skill works, which kind of is weird.
I can see that, but at the same time, if you have a really if you're really skilled, it shouldn't matter, and you should be able to get that 2 headshot, or you should be able to
Yeah, for
kill
sure.
them. You know, and if you don't kill them, it's like, oh, well, he's got legendary weapon. You know, it's kind of like you're bad, bud. You know, you
I gotcha.
missed or something happened. One thing I don't like about Fortnite is the fact that you can like build walls, like and like kind of just run behind walls, and you gotta sit there and waste ammo to shoot down the walls to kill the person you're trying to kill. I don't really like it, but at the same time, it's kind of a breath of fresh air. Like you can make your own cover. Like if your teammate gets downed, you can put a box around you of metal and revive your teammate, and then like break down that, those walls, and then like go back and fight them and like possibly outplay the enemy. It's kind of like I like it, but at the same time, it's cool. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
It's
I think it's
it's
definitely cool.
definitely creative.
Um, I don't know. It's like you. I mean, the metal is like a little harder to come by, so I guess like if someone saves their resources or whatever the case,
Yeah,
I don't think it's that bad. But because the wooden ones you can shoot out with a couple bullets.
yeah. Well,
I
the other
just think
thing
they
is,
need to like the higher the tier or the higher material you're using, there needs to be a little bit more of a cooldown before you use it. Like wood, I think
Yeah,
you
when
should be
you
able
can
to
just
just
spam
spam.
like 9 walls up, then that's
yeah,
kind of
I
but
dumb.
like,
think like at least if it's wood, you should like be able to spam because it doesn't really matter that much. It's like what like a few shots, but the
yeah,
metal when you can just keep running and placing it down, that's kind of obnoxious. So I feel like
yeah.
there should be like a second cooldown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they'll
not
probably
even
change that
I'd say maybe
eventually.
like 2 seconds at the most, like maybe three. You know. Um.
It's probably as fast as you can put it down right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it starts building instantly.
Well, that's another thing I find weird. Like you play something and you don't have to wait for it to be finished. It's kind of just like already done. I find that to be weird, and it gives you protection. I find it weird, but then again, it's a unique thing to the game, and I think it's cool. At the same time, there's downsides of it, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I uh, I don't know. I think the game has a lot of potential.
It does, yeah.
I think for what it is and how early it is compared to what H1 and Pub were when they were that young, it's got a pretty good
We also have
Well,
to
that's the
think.
thing.
life.
You also
It,
have to think about the company that's made that compared to H1 and pubs. They have so much more backing and so much more. Uh,
I don't
you
know
know,
about pubs. I don't know how big pubs studio is.
Blue Hole is not that big from what I've heard. Um,
Well, and you also have to think that they've had more to go off of. Like
well, yeah,
H1
because
was like basically the first like actual. Well, it was basically the actual first standalone battle royale games. They didn't really have anything to go off of except the Player Unknown's Arma mods. So I mean, but Fortnite has had PUBG and
yeah.
H1 to go off of.
Yeah.
Speaking about H1, just a quick
Good.
question since we're on the battle. Do you guys think that game's, if the
Dead.
developer
Yes,
doesn't
Doinks,
do
sorry.
anything, will be dead within like a year?
For sure.
Say less than a year.
So, okay, now the other question would be if they do get their shit together, do you think that they could compete with like Fortnite or pubs at all?
I think it's too late now. They've already screwed up their chance.
I'd have to just see how it would play out because it's like I don't know. I feel like for the longest time, they concentrated on trying to make cool skins instead of trying to make a good game,
Yeah.
and they kind of just like instead of having a good shooter, they added in unicorn masks kind of thing. So,
And
Yeah.
extra weapons that didn't need to be there.
yeah. So I don't know.
I
I don't
think
know if it's savable, but I don't think it's like completely unsavable because it's like it's still gonna have all those OG fans that liked it and have like people that they like watching stream it, and if those guys go back for whatever reason. I think that might,
Well, if you look at
boost their numbers.
the quote professional scene of H1, it is not looking good. Like the only two people that actually bring anything to the Twitch scene is OPSec and Stormin. And Stormin has almost like he'll play H1 for maybe an hour and then he's like I'm fed up with this game and he goes plays Fortnite. And those two people are going to be at the Invitational. I don't know who else is going to be at the Invitational, but there's going to be other people there. But those are the two major people that are going to be there because, Ninja, as much as I don't like the guy, he won't be there. Thank God. Um, and other people that used to be in that game a heavy competitor. Can't remember his name. Crap.
Does Pineapple still play?
Yeah, Pineapple still plays H1Z1. But Symphony, I don't know if he's going, but people that are really good at the game, most of them just stop playing because of the current state. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Oh well.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
fun
another
while it
topic.
lasted.
Yeah, for sure.
It was. I don't know. It was a fun dick around game. Like, I mean, I've told these guys before, but my favorite times ever were when they didn't really care about teaming and you could glitch on roofs in the old Cranberry and Z1, and it was kind of shitty of you, but like there was like multiple people always teaming and you could just have roof wars and it was pretty fun.
Yeah. I think the most fun I had in that game was like preseason 3. It was
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you with something.
Not playing duos with me and getting royalty. I'll
Yeah,
go
we
cry.
got royalty gamers.
Royalty gamers here, guys. No, that actually was not fun at all. It was more like tedious and angry times.
Hey, you had it. I had to wait like a week for another game for my royalty.
Yeah, because that was shit. Anyways, next topic. We got off topic real fast.
Well, this one isn't much of a topic. It's sort of just news / like a reminder.
Is it fake?
No, it's not fake.
Do I
This
have a
one is
math
also
test
from
Wednesday?
PCGamer.com. Shut up, Stevens. This is from PCGamer.com. And, basically, for Twitch Prime members, this month, you can get, or right now, basically, you can get the October Brawl card back.
Already have it.
Everyone pretty much knows that. But from November 8th to January 9th, they will be giving Twitch Prime members a free Golden Hearthstone pack, which will contain 6 golden cards from the Classic set.
Huh. That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, so that's just a little heads up for you guys.
When was that date?
November
15th.
8th to January
8th.
9th. Basically November
8,
through New
15,
Year's.
same.
Yeah, so for all you Twitch Prime members out there, you get free 6 golden classic cards, basically, for free.
But you're not guaranteed a legendary.
Yeah, not
You got a
guaranteed
golden legendary.
But if you got 6 golden legendaries.
That would be like winning the lottery.
Yeah, basically.
Except in a video game, so you'd be really sad.
Basically, next topic. This is sort of an improvised topic because I have a article that relates. I wanted to get your guys' opinions on either. I don't know how to word this correctly. Basically, do you guys find most or some free-to-play games fun? And if you have, what are those kinds of games?
All
Because
right.
personally, like for free to play, obviously any MOBA I'll play. I love MOBAs. I have 2,000 hours on Dota.
All right, wait. Let's talking stick this one. PC, you have the floor. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So basically, I think free to play games are good, but my only gripe with free to play is where I don't mind microtransactions for cosmetics, but when they make the game,
Premium.
yeah, like where you don't get as much content if you don't give like $5 here or there, you know.
Yeah.
Like Dota, I know shit spent at least $600 into that game on cosmetics, but that doesn't give me any bonus. I just look like a swag lord. But like, you know, you don't get any leverage over other players,
Yeah.
which I think kind
It's
of
important.
hinders some free to play games. Like, I know we were playing with our friend Johnny. Shout out to Bermuda. We were
He'll
playing
be
with
joining
him.
us eventually.
He'll be joining us sometime.
Either as a guest star or a member.
Yeah, or a sacrifice.
Yeah.
He was talking about this game called Hawken, which is like a free-to-play mech game. And I just read an article that they're closing it down and shutting every server down in January. So
Yeah, I thought I read about that, but I wasn't sure if that was actually what I was thinking.
yeah, so rip to Hawken, but all right, talking stick is on the floor.
Parth, go ahead. Free to play games. Parth.
Parth?
Oh, I guess to do something really quick. So I like free to play games, basically on the same page as PC though, as long as they're not just a money grab, unless it's for like only cosmetics. Some of my favorite games that I've played for are free to play are, I guess technically you could say Hearthstone is free to play.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. If you stick, sorry to take this talking stick. If
No,
you
you're
do
good.
stick to Hearthstone enough, you can play it comfortably without paying anything. But it definitely does help to buy packs.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Um,
I'm partially angry at Hearthstone, but partially I think it's fine.
Same.
Cause like I mean that's how Blizzard works. They always release like a WoW expansion, and you have to pay $20. Like how you have to pay $20 for Karazhan or whatever in
Yeah.
Hearthstone. It's like it's not that bad, I guess.
I don't know. They have been doing things to like help free to play players, like the whole quest with your friends thing.
Yeah, yeah. And now you can do quests with your friends.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
So
sorry. I thought you meant the
I
challenge of free
the
80 gold
80
thing.
challenge. Yeah. Okay. I figured. Um, but I also like HOTS. That's fun to play because that's not really a
Yeah, yeah.
premium free to play game. I mean, you can buy champions, but you can. It's not hard to grind out the gold for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to think of another. I know this is kind of memey, but I mean, honestly, if you don't have that good of a PC and you're looking for a free-to-play game, Team Fortress 2 is pretty dope.
That was the first PC game I played.
Yeah,
And that was
and it's
pretty
not
good.
like demanding at all. I mean, in 2017, it probably doesn't hold up as strong as it would have a few years ago, but it's still fun to play.
I used to rock the Minecraft trading map and just snipe on it all day.
Nice.
It
I know
was
what you're talking about.
It was pretty fun though.
Trying to think. I don't think there's really any other free-to-play games that I've liked. Trying to think of one that's popular on Steam, but I can't really think. Obviously, it's not my favorite if I can't think of it. So,
Yeah.
Parth's turn.
Smite.
Smite, yes,
Smite?
that's a very fun to play game.
The one thing with Smite is that if you do pay the whatever it is, what $20-$30 or less?
30
30.
bucks.
But it goes
Yeah,
on sale.
$30.
But
Yeah, it does go on sale for like half off sometimes. If you do pay the 30, which I do recommend for the Champions
It's
Pack
worth.
or whatever, you get all the champions forever, like new and old, you know. So it's
And
pretty worth
even
it.
ones that come out.
And if you like play it for a while and just like play it for free and use your favor, and then eventually buy the hero thing, you get all the favor that you used refunded.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Honestly, there's kind of a trend going on that I see. When you guys are talking about, there's really no good first-person shooter free-to-play games out there
True.
besides like Fortnite, but Fortnite's more like a battle royale. And the problem with like MOBAs that are free-to-play are like really fun, and that's I think like the common trend with MOBAs is they're just like they're free to play, but they're gonna have microtransactions or something like that, which I'm fine with. And it's not like, oh yeah, I paid $30 and now I'm just like, I don't
A
have that
god.
skill, and now I'm the god at the game. And that's kind of like what first-person shooters that are all free to play now are. It's like you pay $30 and you get this ridiculous weapon that
Crossfire game.
yeah,
Hey,
and
don't talk bad about line of sight.
no, not that it's like Crossfire, totally different.
Oh.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. But there's no really like good free-to-play first-person shooters. Like, I guess you consider Paragon a
It's
first
not really.
person, but it's like a MOBA. It's kind of like Smite, but it's
It's
weird.
more of like an Unreal Engine MOBA
Yeah,
that's third
but
person.
yeah.
It's like
I mean,
basically Smite with non-realistic gods that's Unreal Engine.
yeah,
I just don't think that really like people like you said, MOBAs are usually free, but they have some sort of microtransaction with them. I just don't think that people think that first-person shooters are a genre that you can just go free to play with.
Yeah,
okay. Totally
it's definitely
unrelated.
goofy.
I thought that I was high as shit for a second, and I'm staring at the wall in front of me, and I thought this piece of dirt was moving, so I looked closer, and it's a fly.
Good to know.
Oh, and I thought of a free-to-play game we forgot
So
about. If you don't have Overwatch, Paladins, a very good free-to-play game.
Okay,
Play.
yeah, I completely forgot about Paladins. Paladins is actually probably one of the like only games that don't require a microtransaction. That's a first-person shooter, and yeah, if you can't afford Overwatch, go get Paladins. It's basically the
And
same
I
thing.
thought it was dead, but apparently it's not.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Kevin from my stream. I don't know if you guys know who Kevin is, but he rocks the Paladins a lot.
he does.
Really?
Kevin from Sweden. I don't know if you guys remember him.
I think
What about Anomaly from Sweden?
I
Yeah.
added him randomly, like when I first started watching your old PC Collective stream.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a good one. Paladins.
All right, another topic.
Oh, let's see. I'll take that. Okay, so I'm gonna try to read this off as best as I can because I'm in the middle of a ranked game on Battle Right. But I asked the free-to-play thing because I know. Well, yeah. Okay, so a while ago I played Warframe.
Yes.
And then together we got it back collectively, all of us, and tried it. It was pretty good for like a day or two, and then it just
Kind of got lame.
Yeah, it's not a bad game, but there's not much direction.
It gets monotonous.
Yeah, you end up just shooting shit that you don't know what you're shooting, and it never stops coming, and it's just. It's definitely not a bad game. Like if you like it, then that's fine. But
it's kind of like I feel like it's like
just
the
a little
opposite of
goofy,
Diablo. There's
basically.
not a lot of progression there.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you guys have a similar take on Warframe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this article is about Warframe. Oh, big ult. Sorry.
No, big old.
Kill this rook. Alright, we're good. Okay, so this is about Warframe, obviously. Earlier this week, Digital Extremes, which I guess is one of the developers or whatever that is running Warframe, I guess. I don't know who Digital Extremes is. I don't think they are one of the developers. Anyway, they hinted. They're probably a website. They
All right.
hinted.
Anyway, yes, go on.
They hinted at an update coming out to Warframe called Plains of Eidolon. They hinted that it was like a rumored DLC, and now that they hinted that it's coming sooner than expected, the developer confirmed that it's coming next week. And it is bringing. Oh god, this is. I'm so sorry. This is so hard to play while while reading on my other monitor. Just give me a minute, and then I'll read this out. Okay. Basically, without reading the details, I'll read that when I'm in the menu. Long story short, it's bringing an open world aspect to the game, like an open world zone.
It's dope.
Yeah, I'll read the details in a second. I apologize to the listeners.
Or the lack thereof.
I thought that topic was gonna last us, so I kind of started a match, and now I'm kind of fucking being rude.
And meanwhile, let's go to The More You Know.
The more you know.
Dr. Barry J. Marshall was convinced that something called basically a bacteria causes stomach ulcers, but no one believed him. So he basically drank the bacteria himself, developed ulcers within days, treated himself with antibiotics, and then went on to win a Nobel Prize. The more you know.
All right.
There you go.
All right, let's leave this match. Okay, sorry about that. All right.
It's that easy to get a Nobel Prize.
Next week, Plains of Eidolon update is coming out. It will bring in the much anticipated open world open zone, a non-procedurally generated, handcrafted environment said to offer exploratory daytime activities and towering nighttime battles, as well as new weapons and a new warrior, among other things.
Wait, did it say non-procedural?
Non-procedurally generated, yeah. So
so it's basically saying it's gonna be kind of lame.
No, they're saying that they made it.
Oh,
it's not like a computer-generated thing. Now, this is describing the trailer that went with it. On the warrior front, Gara marks the 34th Warframe. They can manipulate glass to fracture her enemies, blah, 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 blah. Weapon-wise, our latest hero boasts the explosive slug-shooting Astia, the punch-packing fucking shotgun, I guess. Cosmetics, blah, 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 blah. They haven't set a concrete launch date yet, but the free-to-play Plains of Eidolon is coming out next week. So yeah, that's dope, I think. That's like...
Possibly. I'll have to see how it is. Sounds dope.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it plays, but... it sounds definitely cool, like, compared to what we were doing normally in that game.
Yeah, like, it wasn't bad, it just felt... didn't really know.
It was really repetitive and... Like,
yeah, exactly.
I felt like a loss of direction.
Yeah, it was kind of like, just go here, kill a bunch of shit, alright, you're done, thing, do it again, and it just...
Well, and playing it by yourself almost just felt like a single-player game with microtransactions.
Yeah, and the
PvP's dead.
The one fucking mission me and Seams were doing.
Oh my gosh.
It seemed like we were literally killing stuff for 45 minutes.
It was, and
And-
we weren't completing the objective. I mean,
and we
we
weren't
were,
completing it,
but
but
it
was
wasn't
like
giving it to us.
yeah, it was like charge the nodes or whatever. So we would just roam around the map just killing shit, and it would never end. So we ended up, I think we just quit or we lost or something.
Yeah, we did. We quit. Well, I think we quit, and then we lost. I mean, other way around.
Yeah. So
That sounds like fun, but it's like one of those things you kind of have to see how it plays out to see if it's fun or not, or if it's like a a flop or not. So we'll see how it
yeah.
plays out. If it plays out really well, then it might be a fun game you can play with your friends. But if it doesn't, then you know, oh
Could
well.
be the same.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out of articles, but I looking back, I remember I did want to do a segment called Yay or Nay, coming back every time.
Yeet.
This one's kind of improvised, but I think it would be a good discussion. Is that yay or nay? As of right now, Counter-Strike, CS:GO.
What about
As
it?
in, is it still possible for a new player coming to PC that wants to try shooter, sees CS:GO, picks it up? Do you think that they would end up having fun, or they would just get shit on by the skill gap, or
Alright.
what's the deal?
Let's use the talking stick, and I kind of want to go first.
No, I threw it out.
I think you. I think you go last because you're just gonna be long-winded.
Rude.
Well, basically, I think the only way I would recommend it as a new player is that if you had friends that already have it, because it's a very hard learning curve. It's just like StarCraft, like it's fucking really hard to get into.
I'd say
I'd
it's easier
say-
than StarCraft.
It will, yeah, like it's easier than StarCraft, but there's a lot of like little intricate things that you just pick up by having a lot of game time on. So it would definitely help if you had buddies that already had it. So I don't know.
Or at least somebody to queue with. Even if they
Yeah,
were
like
new.
if you and your buddy like get a PC and you just fucking want to dick around and queue together, you're gonna run into some cheaters until you can get to like Prime or whatever. But
Which is a shame.
Yeah,
Because
That-
people would probably get turned off before they get to
that's something I was gonna say.
Prime.
Um,
Because, I mean, when we were playing it on our Smurfs, which is another issue, which we kind of contribute to every once in a while, but it's kind of like, if you're new to the game, you don't really know about Prime unless, like, you have a friend that tells you. So, I mean, you'd probably just be like, oh, this game is full of cheaters and Smurfs, so why would I want to play this game?
yeah. So would you say yay or
Nah,
nay?
just go ahead. Oh, sorry.
mine's in between meh and yay. I think it's a yay
So,
if you
meh,
got
but leaning towards yay.
yay if you got
Conditional
buddies.
yay.
Meh if you don't.
I'm gonna
If
say
you're a
meh.
loner just hopping on PC, I don't recommend it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say meh for like the reasons that you guys said. Until you can get to like level 22 and get Prime, it's honest to God competitive is just full of cheaters and Smurfs, and you're not gonna have fun playing the game. And then a big problem with me is after like how long has CS been out? For like 10 fucking years, 15 years. Counter Strike's been out.
In
Been a
general,
while.
Yeah, just in
I think
general.
it came out in 1999.
And CS:GO's been out for what 4 or 5 years now.
5 coming up in 6, I believe. 2012, I think.
It's after 5 years, and I've been playing basically, I'd say a year and a half after it came out. It's so just, it's boring. It's the same shit over and over, and it's not fun to play. But on the flip side, kind of go down a weird path here. Uh, if you watch esports, it is like watching CS:GO. in my opinion, is 10 times more fun than playing CS:GO. Like I actually do enjoy watching like majors and even like, other things like that ESL does, or you know, it's more fun to watch it. I think CS:GO is more of an esport game where you watch it and you don't really play it that much because
Three
it's
Cooks
just
Philip was actually making a video about that. How more
yeah,
people are starting to watch majors and games more than start playing it.
yeah, and it's just the game. It's in a weird state for me. I don't like it. That's why I give it a meh. And if you're a new player going towards it, you have to brace yourself for a bunch of smurfs and cheaters if you want to play competitive. Otherwise, you basically got to play deathmatch and like Valve community or Valve servers until you can get to Prime and avoid all those cheaters.
I think if you're new to the game, you wouldn't really like notice a lot of those things though, because you didn't play it how it was before.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
think that it would be kind of hard. It's a game that, especially now, if you wanted to actually like do really well on it, like past casual and like want to actually get into it competitively, I don't really think that's like possible.
what do you
Yeah,
mean
I
by that?
wouldn't.
Like,
I wouldn't go into it thinking you're gonna get fucking go pro right away.
oh,
Yeah, but that's what I'm just saying. I like if people actually like want to go pro in it, I don't think it's the game to go because of how long it's been out, and there's just going to be people that are infinitely better than you. But if you just like want to play it like semi-casually, where you're just playing competitive, then I think yeah, you could still get into it, but it'd be hard
I
still.
just I just think the game's super stagnant right now. It's just repetitive. That's just
Well, yeah, but like I said, if you're a new player, you wouldn't have that feeling.
true.
For sure.
But I can kind of agree with you. It is kind of after a while, it does get monotonous.
Yeah, and it's just they need to add something to make it like I don't know, like release like the new maps that they make, or like make more maps. Valve, please, like actual competitive maps that people will play. But that's the problem. One's gonna stray from the same old, same old. So it's whatever. It's whatever it is.
For sure. Um. So we got a half may, half yeah for me.
I
And
say meh.
Matt
Yeah,
from
I'm
same as
gonna.
Matt from Park.
Yeah, I'm like meh, kind of leaning a little bit towards no as well. So
Gotcha. I mean, it's fair enough. It's like I don't know. I wouldn't go into it as an inexperienced PC gamer.
yeah,
If you know.
I mean, if you're
I
just
mean,
getting
the game
into
is
it,
like
I mean,
fucking $20 or whatever. Like, if you want to download it and try it out and fuck around in deathmatch, more power to you.
yeah.
it'd definitely be easier to pull. Well, should be easier to play if it wasn't the cheaters and Smurfs though and Silver though, because I mean, now you got the SMGs that are super OP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Well. Okay, so can I bring up a topic? What do you guys think about like? Since you said if you were a newer
Oh, you
player.
didn't. You didn't let me answer. No.
Oh, my bad.
No what?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So since we're talking about like newer players going to first-person shooters,
Yeah.
kind of like yay or nay type topic, I guess. Overwatch, if you're newer to first-person shooters on PC, what are your guys' opinions on that?
If you're newer to first-person shooters PC, I say you stick with COD for a while. An
Mm,
older COD, not a new one. Like something that's mindless and doesn't really take that much thought. Because like once you get into Overwatch and Counter Strike, there's actual like things that it's not just aim. If you know what I'm saying, there's like actual strategy in playing. And I think Overwatch, it's kind of like can't really play it like a regular shooter though, because that's how I was playing it. Like when I first started, and I was wondering why I couldn't like do anything. And then you kind
Yeah.
of just have to play it like it's like almost
it's
like a
more
MOBA.
arcadey.
I think
Yeah.
it's almost like more like a MOBA because you just have to like think about counters and things like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but also other
Uh,
things. You
Very
okay there?
descriptive. Very descriptive. Also, other things.
Well, I was trying to think like It's kind of like, honestly, it's like Team Fortress 2, but
Yeah,
like MOBA-y, and like I enjoy the game a lot. So
I don't
it's
know. The
just,
esports scene's kind of lacking.
yeah, and that's a problem about it. But like I feel like it's actually totally opposite from CS:GO. Like I enjoy watching CS:GO, but I don't enjoy watching Overwatch like tournaments that much.
It's
But
harder to spectate.
yeah, it's not really a spectate sport, and that's the thing with CS:GO. CS:GO is it plays out so well as a spectator sport.
Yeah,
Um, and Overwatch, there's too much shit happening at once for people to be like, oh yeah, this happened, but and other things that were happening. Like
that's why I think battle royale
I
is kind
think,
of hard to
yeah,
spectate
same
or
thing with Battle
esports.
Royale. But when you go and play Overwatch, I feel like I have more fun playing Overwatch than I would watching Overwatch,
True.
professional level. So
I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to watch if there's like a nutty player, like what's his face,
yeah, what's
uh,
his face?
the
Aimbot Calvin.
McCree. No, not him. The other guy that's insane.
Mm. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
IDD. No,
Uh,
IDDQD.
yeah,
is that him?
IDDQD is one of them, and then there's another one that's American. I can't remember his name either.
I don't
There,
think the guy I'm talking about is American. He's the guy that we're watching the YouTube video.
I know who you're talking about. His name doesn't, like, we
Yeah,
can't think of
anyway,
it. It
he's
doesn't
nutty.
matter. He's like, if you see like really nutty like players, like he's ridiculous with Widow and like McCree and Soldier. They're fun to watch. You see the frags that they get. It's kind of like watching like a nutty player in CS:GO, like
But
or
streams are fun to watch of like individual players.
yeah, that's another, like watching an individual player like Aimbot Calvin, IDDQD, or like some other person that you enjoy watching. It's more fun once again than watching a professional tournament because
And see
it
chat
just,
that's going.
yeah, it just doesn't play out well. It's not a spectator sport, but it's more of a or not a spectator sport. What the hell? You know what I meant.
Yeah,
So it plays out better when you play it as opposed to
but I
CS:GO.
mean, occasionally watching it, I can still have fun watching it. But I wouldn't be able
Yeah,
to watch it like as much as I could a CS:GO major.
yeah, I could sit there and watch a whole CS:GO major. I probably couldn't do that for an Overwatch major.
Gotcha.
I feel like that'd be hard to cast too.
Yeah. So got
Like that
anything
guy's
else?
nutty over there.
That
On the
guy's
other
nutty
side
over
of the
there.
map, that guy's nutty.
We got 3 nutty guys over here. Okay.
Kind of like
Okay.
related slash unrelated. In one of War Owl's videos where he was talking about PUBG,
Yeah.
he was talking about they showed a picture of the uh like back room that had to be set up so they could spectate
Yeah.
everybody and get it on stream. There was
There's like
like one
30
person per
computers.
5 monitors. There
That's
was so many
ridiculous.
monitors in one room where they had to like cut it and splice it up like right before it went live.
Yeah.
So it
It's
was
kind of,
really hard to. They had to come up with their own system basically just to spectate people.
I don't think that the battle royale genre is really good for esports either. So, but we don't know because Fortnite might play out a little bit better for esports. You don't know.
Well, yeah, but
It
I just
probably
feel
will.
like there's too many people to spectate.
Yeah, that's the
I
problem.
feel like the only thing that like went well was like in the wasn't the H1Z1 thing pre-recorded,
Yeah, but like
but
a
even then it
lot
was
of people
crappy.
shit on it because they didn't show certain, like there was 2 teams that people actually really wanted to see that got no exposure, and they like showed mainly 3 different teams all the time, and it was kind of like that. The reason why that was bad is because it was hosted by somebody and they're being biased by the team that they owned because they wanted to kind of like show their team.
Gotcha.
Uh and it, like I think pre-recorded battle royales would actually be amazing if there wasn't biasm in it, because that pre-recorded thing was totally biased towards Echo Fox, because after that they did like a whole entire thing about Echo Fox on the CW.
Gotcha.
So it was really biased. But pre-recorded battle royales in esport might actually like work out extremely well, and I think that could be a cool thing. But then again, you have to like worry about the professionals keeping to like their NDA non-disclosure agreement, keeping to
Yeah.
that, because people actually knew who won about 3 days because someone leaked
Those
it.
Korean people win.
I thought it was Schaefer that said it.
No, somebody leaked it. I think it could have been Schaefer who leaked it, but I think somebody who is pissed because of something was like, I'm just gonna tell who won and fuck everyone, and nothing actually came of it legally. I don't think that I know of. So, yep, that's that.
You guys have anything else you want to talk about?
No, you got anything, Seems? I think Seems quiet.
I mean, we could talk about Nightcore.
Oh God.
Let's not. Let's just. All right, that's the end of that. What about you, David? You got anything?
No, I think we're fresh out of topics.
All right.
Basically, well, here would be where, again, where we would have any questions, if we had viewers, which we do have viewers, but no one has sent in any questions yet. If you do have a question or advice, topic, whatever have you, you can email me at DaveNTheGang@yahoo.com. You can Twitter me. You can fucking do whatever.
Go to his house. You can.
Yeah, come to my house. Messenger pigeon.
Make sure you knock
Smoke
on the door,
signals.
not the messenger pigeon.
Any way you want to contact me, you can shoot me a question or topic, and we will not play it, but talk about it.
Some dude just sends in like an 8-minute clip of him trying to tell you what he wants to do, and it just ends up like
and
that
it
kid.
never ends.
When you wait, you do it better.
All right. Well, I guess if this is probably a short episode, but again, Chosa is not here, and
He's the life of the party. We suck.
It was kind of a winged episode.
Yeah.
But
thought we weren't going to tell them.
Because somebody here doesn't know how to keep a decent sleep schedule. Parf.
Yeah.
You didn't even know how to establish one in the first place.
You shut your whore mouth.
You had one going for like a week.
Yeah, and then I have anxiety attacks and I can't sleep. Leave me alone.
Regardless.
I thought it was an insomnia. Okay, anyway.
As we're bidding adieu, remember, hit us up on Twitter at DaveNTheGang, sub to our YouTube at DaveNTheGang, hit us up on, listen to it on Podbean, you can download it there. You can watch this on YouTube if you want. I mean, I wasn't really playing much game this time, so I don't blame you if you're not listening to this on YouTube. We are on SoundCloud. We are now on iTunes at DaveNTheGang. SoundCloud is /DaveNTheGang. And I did apply for Stitcher Smart Radio, which is like the well-known Android podcast app. I did apply for us to get put on there.
Hopefully get put on.
Yeah, hopefully. Go to our website. Will be updated probably tomorrow, which is October 8th, October 7th, today, I guess. It will be updated with more shit on there to do. And as always, DaveNTheGang referral code at SkinHub. You get 50 free cents, and then you can use it on our case. Most likely we'll get a P250 Sand Dune, but we will get 1% of that, which is probably half a cent. So... It's a great way to get us, great way to support us. Yeah, that's all I got to say. We will be back sometime soon. We're trying to figure out a schedule for the show. If there's anyone listening still, for some reason, let us know whether like Monday and Friday would be a good thing, or maybe Tuesday, Thursday. I want to try to get 2 episodes out every week. And one last thing is that if you want to catch us live, streaming the show, and ask your question that way, or chat us, and we'll try to talk to you as much as we can without swaying the show around. We do stream this live on Twitch every time, / DaveNTheGang, like everything else. And you can turn on mobile push notifications so you'll get a notification exactly when we go live, so you don't have to try to roam around your following box, and catch us there. Any last words, guys?
No. He probably died, actually.
Who?
Yeah. Rest in peace, Seams. No, don't shut up. You died.
No, shut up.
You died.
Oof.
All right, bye.
Oof. See you guys.
Wait, we need to. You know what? One sec. We need to come up with an outro eventually.
So we're gonna do one now.
Big old doinks.